Bobosy Tiberius here with round 8 of a modern MCQ with Martyr Proc. We are interested in keeping this hand. We may get punished because it doesn't have a path, but I think it's so beneficial to be able to curve into Gideon on time, and the likelihood of us curving into Rangers on time is also really strong. So we're really happy about that. Wooded Foothills comes down. Stomping Ground. Faithless Looting. So that could, with Life from the Loam and Stinkweed being the plays, we are facing Dredge, and that is just fine with us mostly. We'll burn a Serra here. Hope for the dream play of drawing a Martyr. Gideon's interesting in this matchup against Dredge. It is either really good or just kind of terrible. In the setup we're getting now, blanking a Bloodghast is just going to be okay. It's not going to be great. Cathartic Reunion, discarding the Stinkweed Imp and the Life from the Loam. They do hit a Creeping Chill. Unfortunately for them, they hit a Prized Amalgam that they won't get to play, or that they need to wait until next turn to get. We hit another Gideon, so we'll pass there. They go to combat. They have most of their cards in the graveyard at this point. Swing in for 3, we'll take 3. They will force them to to cast the Life from the Loam to get the Bloodghast and then get all the prized amalgams. They have 2 prized amalgams they can get here. So they are pretty far ahead of us in that sense. This hand ended up being a little slow, but we might still just find our way. They cast a Shriekhorn. Shriekhorn, 2 cards. And they'll get 2 prized amalgams onto the battlefield. We will cast a Gideon here. It's kind of all we can do. And we will uptick on one of the prized amalgams. And we'll end up blocking the other, so they have to hit us with 2 things. Hit Gideon with 2 things to make this work. The hand in getting stuck on land isn't going to be good here. They'll cast another Life from the Loam. Do they get a... They don't get anything from it, though. They can conflagrate us, and that does seem to be what they'll do. Conflagrate us and then attack, and we just die. X is 8. That gets us to 7, and that is lethal. Now that we know we're against Dredge, we wouldn't keep that hand. Celestial Purge comes in and is great. Rest in Peace, of course, comes in. Other than that, we're pretty happy with what we've got here. We will cut the proclamations. We'll cut the Squadron Hawks and we'll go big. Here. Purge is good here. Martyr is good here. Wrath is good. This is all around a good hand. We would have liked to see something instead of the Gideon here. Is the only card I'm not super pumped to cast. That Gideon is a rest in peace. This hand is just monstrously good. But as it sits, we'll be able to gain a significant chunk of life from the Martyr. Have Path, have Purge. Faceless Looting comes down for our opponent. They get rid of a Narcomoeba and a life from the Loam. So they're not dredging a bunch, but they are dredging life from the Loam, which is good for them. Another Path is just fine by us. If we have to slowly whittle them down with paths until we can get the Wrath, we're okay with that. We would really like to see the rest in peace here soon. Stinkweed Imp will allow them to dredge a little bit more consistently here. Cathartic Reunion getting rid of a Conflagrate. They hit their Creeping Chill. They hit 2 Creeping Chills. Good way to deal with our Path Happy hand is to just Creeping Chill us. This would be 18, so we can cast a Serra Ascendant here. We'll attack with the Martyr first. 6 times 3 is 18, so we'll attack with the Martyr. And then crack Martyr. And get a Serra Ascendant down onto the battlefield. We're pretty happy about that being at 32 and having a 6/6 flying lifelink. If they hit another crippling chill, they do get us back down. But they need to hit that. If they can't hit that, they're in trouble. They draw for turn. That's interesting. Are they going to try to conflagrate us here? No, they'll life from the loam. They're off to a relatively slower hand, which means we're going to bash in for a lot of damage. And we have just tons of removal spells to play against them. They do get a Wooded Foothills down for the Blood Gas. Blood Gas will trigger Amalgam. The unfortunate thing about that is we can't leave Serra up to block because we don't want to be crippling chilled out. If crippling chill would knock us off of Serra Ascendant life. So what we'll do here is we'll maximize mana by purging and pathing. So we'll path the Prized Amalgam. Sorry, purge the Prized Amalgam, path the Bloodghast. Force them to do this the hard way. Eight cards in hand for our opponent. Blast Zone is pretty good. Blast Zone gets us. We'll cast the Gideon here. Uptick Gideon on one of their lands. We now want to start bashing with Gideon. Creeping Chill makes it 35 to 21. Life from the Loam is the cast here. They're not sitting on any Bloodghast, so they've missed quite significantly on their creatures here. We would like to have a creature here. Opponent taking their time with their decisions here. They will conflagrate, splitting everything up well. Kills Gideon and dings us for 3. That's fine. Mistveil Plains comes down, so we will take them off of black here to force them to use Gemstone Mine. Holding up path. We see in their graveyard Nature's Claim, we see in their graveyard Assassin's Trophy. So if we hit the Rest in Peace, we pretty much just win. The flashback of Faithless Looting. Dredging Stinkweed Imp. Getting a bunch of Narcomoebas. Getting some Prized Amalgams. We can stall them here by Wrathing. They get another Blast Zone. We draw the Ranger of Eos. We're just going to Wrath here. Undo everything they just did. Get a nice 6-for-1. Stalling them a turn, forcing them to Life from the Loam does play into our hand pretty well here. They will Dredge here, getting 3 Bloodghast and all the Prized Amalgams back. 2 Prized Amalgams. So I think now we Runed Halo name Prized Amalgam. Depends on what we draw here, I suppose. They have 8 cards left in the deck. They're going to conflagrate here. Oh no, Stinkweed. Stinkweed is obnoxious. All the prize amalgams come back. We will Rune Halo the prize amalgam and then cast Rest in Peace and look for the concession at that point. Rest in Peace triggers, exiling everything. So now anytime we kill one of their creatures, it's gone for good. They'll Nature's Claim the Runed Halo. Rest in Peace has already done its damage, so they draw a card. And they'll hit us for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're still very much alive, though, because we can fetch Martyrs. And Ranger will go get Martyrs, as well as Emeria is useless for us here. But Ranger will go get us 2 Martyrs, plus we have the Path, so we're in good shape in that sense. We'll be able to kill a prized amalgam here and get it off the board for good because of the Rest in Peace. They'll conflagrate our Ranger of Eos. No, conflagrate to sorcery. Blast Zone to try to get the Rest in Peace off the board. We will absolutely force them to do that. We'll block this way. If they Blast Zone here, to try to save the amalgam, they lose all their blood gas. Blast Zone's tricky like that. So they could Blast Zone now, but I think everything goes to the graveyard at the same time. I think this interaction puts the blood gas in the graveyard, but I'm really not sure. Nope, it exiles them. That makes the most sense. And now we have nothing to worry about here. And we draw another Runed Halo. So we'll gain 9 life here. We will block the amalgam, take 1, gain 9 to net 8. So we'll gain 9 here and take 4 next turn. We can also choose to path the amalgam if we want. Our opponent has 4 draws until they've lost the game. We're back up to 21. I think they should have 1 more Crippling Chill. Let's see if they dredge it or draw it. They can cast it with the Gemstone Mine. They do draw. and they'll concede there and go to game 3. We definitely kind of random rag it with removal and the rest in peace. This felt good. This felt very good. The only reason I would consider bringing back in the Squadron Hawks is because is to take down Bloodghast while there's a rest in peace on the board. Ghostly Prison is strong. We do have early Martyr into Serra here, so we can do that. Turn 2 Martyr, turn 2 Serra should get us there. That with a Ghostly Prison could be exactly what we need. They mull down to 5, which is really great for us. I believe I've played this person before. Just the name is really reminds me of somebody, and the I love their background image. Ruined Halo is a good card. We love that draw. We'll be able to Martyr for 12 life here, at least, which gets us full on Serra. We'd want to draw another white spell, in theory. Shriekhorn for our opponent. Opponent plays Wooded Foothills. Tries to find the Bloodghast with Shriekhorn, does not. We'll cast that way just so we don't, for some reason, lose the Martyr. Get a basic, play the Martyr. And that pushes us up to 12 life with the ability to cast a Ghostly Prison. Our opponent's down to 2 cards in hand. Seems to be very in our favor right now. They hit a bunch of lands off of their Dredge. They get a Nature's Claim in the graveyard off the Shriekhorn activation. Wooded Foothills to get a Stomping Ground untapped. And Cathartic Reunion. They miss a Creeping Chill there. Or they discarded Creeping Chill. That was in hand. They're out of cards. They do get a Creeping Chill here. So we're going to save Martyr. Try to get another card here. And we do. So that would give us 15 life. Let's play the Emeria now. Get in with Martyr. And then activate Martyr, play a Serra. That pushes us up to 32, so we can still get Creeping Chilled here and lose the 6/6 flying lifelink. But if we do, we just attack. They're stuck on 1 mana off their mull to 5. Very feel bad for our opponent here. Happens to the best of us, though. Really does. Opponent playing through their plays in their head. I don't see it here, but who knows? and they concede to us. So we are now 5-3, looking to finish 6-3. That would be a really good testament to how well the deck has played. And we will see you in the last round, I think. I'm pretty sure there's 9 rounds on this one. I looked it up before. See you in the next one.